What's up, Mavletic lovers and listeners, and welcome back to a new episode of Maverick Postgame. We hope some of you got to see some of our athletics this past week. If not, don't worry, because today we've got another full show for you as volleyball snaps CSU Pueblo's undefeated record.
And football drops their road game to New Mexico Highlands.
Also, women's soccer continues to top the RMAC standings.
And men's soccer takes their third straight win.
All of that and so much more as we move ahead into this recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. So with that being said, I'm your host, Jordan Browning.
And I'm Gracelynne Christopher.
Let's dive into all the game-breaking stats, off-the-wall wins, heartbreaking losses, and in-depth analysis of our CMU athletics. Roll it!
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, I'm Gracelynne Christopher.
And I'm Jordan Browning. Let's jump right in and take a look at all the Mavtastic action that took place over the past week here at CMU. This weekend, the Colorado Mesa volleyball team headed home for a 3-game home stretch against reputable RMAC opponents. On Friday, the team faced tied in RMAC play the CCU Cougars. Going into the match, CCU and CMU had both 4 wins and 2 losses in conference play. Leading the Mavericks to the victory were star freshmen Henley Madsen and Ashlyn Tafoya, who both recorded career-high totals. Madsen beat her previously held kill record of 13 with the newly impressive record of 17 kills, also leading both teams and kills for the night. Tafoya also recorded a career-high 47 set assists for the match. After a well-rounded game for the Mavericks, the CMU volleyball team came away with the win 3-1 and were ready to face their next opponents, the undefeated CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves. Saturday's game not only had the Thunderwolves record on the line, but bigger stakes beyond the box score, as it would be the first time new head coach Austin Albers and 4 members of his team would face their previous team, CSU Pueblo. On the offseason, Austin Albers, Sadie Scoville, Macy Wood, Caitlin Hall, and Hallie Hewlett all were picked up from the Thunderwolves program and brought over to Mesa, and now they would battle against their former teammates in a must-win match. Going into the game, the Thunderwolves were undefeated in RMAC play, and the Mavericks were up 5-2 after their win the night before over CCU. Getting action early in the game was senior outside hitter Sadie Scoville, who recorded 7 kills by the end of the Maverick winning first set. Then it was freshman setter Ashlyn Tafoya who helped secure the second set with 23 set assists on the game so far. In danger of being swept, CSU Pueblo employed a star hitter to take the third set with 19 kills. Coach Albers quickly caught on to the Thunderwolves' tactics, however, instructing his blockers to move with number 15 to shut down her impressive kill tally. It was then blocking duo Aisha Al-Rashid and Macy Wood who shut down the Thunderwolves' offense, taking the fourth set and breaking the win streak of the undefeated RMAC leaders. As a team, the Mavericks led in offense, punching 54 total kills and a .217 hitting percentage over the Thunderwolves' 50 kills and .166 hitting percentage. CMU also led in serving, recording 9 total service aces, 4 of them coming from freshman outside hitter Sienna Thatcher. With the win, the Mavericks moved up to 4th place in the RMAC standings and will face number 8 Westminster tonight, Tuesday, October 21st, in Bronson Arena.
The Colorado Mesa football team took the road this weekend, heading to Las Vegas, New Mexico to face their regular season play New Mexico Highlands. Going to the road trip, the Mavs were on a 2-game win streak, going 2-3 in RMAC play last week. Senior running back Aiden Taylor carried the win over the Adams State Grizzlies with an impressive 3 touchdowns and was looking to rack up even more yards going into the Mavs' 5th RMAC game. The New Mexico Highlands Cowboys struck first in Saturday's match as they put up 10 points by the second quarter. Then it was redshirt senior running back Brandon Belgrave that completed several yard-gaining rushing attempts to put the Mavs closer to the Cowboys' end zone. Then, with the 5th start of the season, redshirt junior quarterback Cole Hansen made the handoff to Aiden Taylor, where Aiden Taylor took off, gaining 49 yards to make the Maverick touchdown of the competition. Senior kicker Sullivan Moon secured the extra point, putting the score at 10-7 until the 7 seconds before halftime when the Cowboys secured another field goal. After the break, both teams went quiet. Both going scoreless in the third quarter, the score still stood at 13-7 going into the last quarter of the match. That's when New Mexico Highlands struck again, securing the touchdown but not the extra point. Putting the score at 19-7 after a couple incomplete pass attempts, the Mavericks brought in redshirt junior quarterback Lou Amayev to shake up some momentum. After a run of successful passing plays in redshirt sophomore wide receiver Noah Greer and freshman wide receiver Bryson Braun Bryson Brown, it was Aiden Taylor who again rushed the ball into the Cowboys' end zone. Taylor would do it one more time in the match, coming just after the 2-minute warning. Sophomore tight end Colton Mills Younger then secured the extra 2 points for CMU, putting them above the Cowboys for the first time in the game, 22-19. The Mavs had hoped they could secure their third straight win, but New Mexico Highlands had another idea. With 1 minute and 48 seconds on the clock, the Highlands Cowboys would take 2 more points, securing plays with a 7-point touchdown and a safety in the last seconds of the game, unfortunately taking the win over the Mavs 28-22. As a team, the Mavericks led where they always do, on the ground with 271 rushing yards. CMU also had led Highlands in total yards, taking 373 over their 368. But the Cowboys proved to the momentum in the air, nearly having 100 more passing yards than the Mavs. The Cowboys also led in first downs and time of possession, leading to their victory over the Mesa Mavericks. The Mesa football team will play again this Saturday against Fort Lewis College for the 100th year celebration homecoming game at Stoker Stadium.
The Colorado Mesa women's soccer team also took the road trip to Las Vegas, New Mexico this weekend, facing last in RMAC play, the New Mexico Highlands Cowgirls. It was yet another shutout game for the Mavericks as the Cowgirls could only put up 3 shots on goal, all of which were stopped by junior goalkeeper Keely Wajurek. On the other side, the Mavericks put up 13 shots on goal in the match, with 2 reaching the back of the net from freshman standouts forward Olivia Barrio Arce and midfielder Ellie Duncan. This was Barrio Arce's 3rd straight goal in 3 games, proving herself to be an essential part of the Maverick team. After securing their 6th straight victory, the Mavs continued their road trip to Alamosa, Colorado, where they faced the Adams States Grizzlies. It was then the sophomore defense Olivia Barrett who shined, picking up a goal for her and her team not even 90 seconds into the game. This early game offense would prove to be enough for the Mavericks as they headed home with the win 1-0, and Barrett would head home with her 2nd RMAC Defensive Player of the Week award. After the road trip, the Mavericks continued to top the RMAC standings at number 1 and the national standings at number 2. They also extend their win streak to 7 straight games and remain undefeated in conference play. Women's soccer will play next in Golden, Colorado, Friday, October 24th against RMAC's 2nd-ranked Colorado School of Mines.
Also on the road trip this weekend was the Colorado men's soccer team, who took it to Golden, Colorado to face the Colorado School of Mines or Diggers. Going to the game, the Mavs were 2-1-1 on conference play and Mines were 1-3-0. Leading the Mavericks in goals was senior forward Manuel Ponce Casas and sophomore forward Nathan Hernandez. Both of them tacked on, bringing goal apiece, bringing their combined season total of 13 goals. Also making moves on the field was sophomore forward Ricardo Legante, who assisted the Ponce Casas goal in the first half. After redshirt sophomore Nathan Beck only allowed 1 of 6 shots on the goal, the Mavs walked away with the win 2-1. After the win, Mesa moves to the 3rd place in the RMAC standings and extends their win streak to 3 straight games. Men's soccer will be back at home this week, facing the Regis Rangers Friday, October 24th at 6 p.m.
Now that we have recapped some of the games, let's send it over to Maccoy, who introduces us to a special story from the swimming pool.
Thanks, Jordan. The Colorado Mesa swim and dive team has already made a splash early this season, sweeping the RMAC Swimmer and Diver of the Week honors and putting up dominant performances against top competition. The Mavericks opened their season at the Intermountain Shootout, going head-to-head with Division I powerhouse BYU and RMAC rivals Adams State. Both the men's and women's teams finished strong with multiple event wins, national provisional qualifying times, and even a few new school records. Leading the way were standout swimmers Olivia Hansen, who currently holds the top times in Division II in all 4 events, and 2024 Olympian Guillermo Guth, who debuted for the Mavs with the nation's fastest marks in the 50 and 100 free. To give us a clearer look at what it takes to perform at that level, swim and dive head coach Mickey Wender shares what it means to train and compete as a high-level athlete.
We define our culture with 3 words: ambition, team, and toughness. In order for me to be successful, for our program to thrive, we need athletes that want to truly see how good they can be in swimming. the balance of keeping them motivated and willing and able to do the work while staying mentally strong is the art of coaching. One of the things that we do here that I think helps a lot is prior to every training session, we explain what we're going to do and why. Athletes really like to understand why they're being asked to do what they're doing. But beyond that, if I have 30 people on my team, there are 30 different reasons for being there. If it was just about going back and forth and trying to make people go faster, I never would have made this my life's work. It needs to be about more than that, and I think here it is. In swimming, there really can't be an off season. Right now in the spring, we have open time, really, where they can literally come in and work on skills and things that they feel are most important for the advancement of their career. I try to help them take ownership of the process. So what are the things that we know if we improve this, they will see immediate results? I tell our swimmers before they dive in, you choose, do I want to be a Lamborghini or do I want to be a beat up old Volkswagen Bug? Your potential is limited by your stroke technique.
Great insight from an award-winning coach. The Mavericks will look to keep their momentum on the road this weekend, with the women's taking on Division I Colorado State and Denver in Fort Collins, and men's taking on RMAC opponent Colorado School of Mines in Golden. Good luck to both teams on the road, and we will be looking forward to the results in next week's episode. I've been Maccoy, and Jordan, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Maccoy. Now that we've recapped some of the action, it's time to announce our Maverick of the Week. Our Maverick of the Week goes to Henley Madsen. Freshman opposite Henley Madsen led both teams in Friday's volleyball game against Colorado Christian with her career-high record of 17 kills. This previous record was set in last month's game against Simon Fraser, where Madsen tacked on 13 kills. She also had a career-high total in digs, racking up 15 for the match. For her outstanding offensive performance, Madsen was awarded RMAC Offensive Player of the Week for the week of October 20th. This is her first time earning this title, but I'm sure it will not be her last. Congratulations, Henley, for your outstanding performance. You are our Maverick of the Week. Now it is time for some closing statements. My closing thoughts are on the Colorado Mesa cross-country teams as they gear up for the RMAC Championships this Saturday in Colorado Springs. Both squads are entering the meet with strong momentum, the women coming off their highest national ranking in nearly a decade at number 14, and the men returning to the regional rankings at number 10. With some of the nation's top programs in the field, it'll be an exciting test for the Mavericks as they look to cap off their regular season with standout performances and chase all RMAC honors.
My closing thoughts are on the Colorado Mesa men's golf team, who wrapped up their fall season last week. The men's golf team are currently ranked 15th nationally after their performance in the Ryan Palmer Foundation Invite in Armello, Texas. At the Invite, the Mavs tied for the third place out of 16 teams and had notable leaders on the course. Sophomore Leo Lavara finished second overall and was named the RMAC Golfer of the Week. Congratulations to the Mavericks on an outstanding fall season. With their momentum and national ranking, the teams look poised for even greater success when spring competition tees off.
Now that we have recapped all the action from this past week and given our closing thoughts, it's time to close the show. Thank you everyone for joining us this week on Maverick Postgame. I've been your host, Jordan Browning.
And I've been Gracelynne Christopher.
Be sure to check out our YouTube Colorado Mesa TV for more games and updates. We'll see you next time for an all-new recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. Stay safe, Mavs. Study hard. Go to a game or two. And of course, have yourselves a Mesa amazing day.